position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll go to the ground. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. Moore will throw. Fires to the tight end. At the 45 on its way. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back. There he goes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
It's 1st down from the 11. Moore to the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. Lets it go to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Back to pass. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Riley. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Offense in an empty set. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Using the quick game. Still on his feet at the 45. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football. And this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Leaves it with the running back. Plows through the defense. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Alabama pushing the tempo. Pulls and fires complete to the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bama! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they tacked on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
Makes the catch. It's Casper. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tide crowd roaring noise down on the Saban field on third down. Makes the grab. It's low. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
From the gun to give, looking for room. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Well, Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
From the gun, running back on the move. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Moore will throw. Gonna take a shot. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Riley. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Back to pass on second down. That one comes out hot down the right side.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Pocket breaking down. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Pressure coming. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making it. He's going for a big play downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver at his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play.
Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Simpson. With the catch, it's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Finds the tight end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Dumps it to the back. Caught close to the marker. It's Green. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. The corners are walked up tight. Moore to the air. Good timing on the quick out. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Riley. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Hale. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Turning it on. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
When he's a two-minute offense, when you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Wants to throw again. Makes the grab on the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Back to pass, it's Simpson. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
I like the decision by the quarterback there because it's third and short. You're in field goal range. Can't take a sack and knock yourself out of that field goal range, and you certainly don't want to force the football into traffic, risking an interception. Throw it away. Now you can kick the field goal if you want to.
Well, they're certainly not out of field goal range here, but they want to try to pay off this drive with a touchdown. They'll go for it on fourth. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, and fourth and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Under fire. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
I think some people will get upset. What are you doing? Why are you throwing the football away? I'm in field goal range. I take a sack, it makes it a harder field goal. This is a great job by the quarterback, understanding the situation and throwing the football away.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. These corners going to give these receivers some space. He wants to take the top off. He's got it along the sideline. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Riley. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Sends it downfield. Pulls it in on the left. Here he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got some room, it was over.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
Now they'll try the 2-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Quarterback will keep it. He gets it in from the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3.
And that's a sneaky big 2-point conversion right there by this offense. Like, cutting the lead now. They're only down by 3. I think this is big because you put some game pressure now on the other side of the football. This offense now knows they have to come out here, score some points, or this could get interesting.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Casper. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
Unloads it downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Moore will throw. Skips away from pressure. He'll try to do it himself. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Really good job by this defense. Third down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big third down stop.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
The Ducks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Hughes. Oh, he's got some space.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll give it to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass for a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Throws to the back. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result, now, 4th down.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The sure hands, it's low. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Finds his back in the middle. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. They'll try to snap it quickly. Might be calling a hot route. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Brown. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
Alabama quickly back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him.
There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Wide receiver's going to get a shot at it on 1st and goal. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown time! They move on top here in the 4th.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the 4th quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down.
All right, not ideal. Not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone, get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position. But you just get some few first downs, get that first down right now.
Moore to the air. Going for the big play. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Alabama! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a two-possession lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's low. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Moore will throw. Fires to the right. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
Normally, I would say 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Release to the back. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. He leaves it with his back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the run. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Now on the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Alabama pushing the tempo. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to get in the end zone, and the ball is loose. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
These are the places of defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Clemson has just had no answer to the onslaught they've faced so far today. Almost feels like instead of touching Howard's Rock, that sucker was dropped on top of him. They're trailing by 28 to Oklahoma. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Smashes through the tackle. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense reports an interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
He's got an open man. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Had to throw it before he wanted.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw at Simpson. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Fielded in the end zone, it's low. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
The #1 job in defending a quarterback is making him feel uncomfortable, physically hitting him. Nice job by the defense with the pressure. The hit on the quarterback forces the INT, and then Oski. As soon as you catch that thing, everybody start blocking, get to the near sideline, take that thing back to the house.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown Tide. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And how about this defense, man? They just keep making plays. Another forced turnover and another touchdown, man. They don't just scoop these fumbles up. They're scooping them up with the intent to score. Their 2nd fumble return for a touchdown today.
He'll bring it out. It's low. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Moore to the air. Dances away. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rushes on him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.